Well, I'm hoping this is going to be the final chapter in the rough right engine saga. Mechanic came over this morning from Full Throttle Aviation here in Auburn and took off the injectors and found crap in two of the injectors and cleaned them out. And so now we're going to do a test fly. We're going to leave Auburn and go towards Lincoln, which is nearby. I don't want to do around the pattern here because I can concentrate better on the plane if I'm loitering between here and Lincoln. So stick around and let's see how it performs.
So we're taxiing to runway 7. ATIS is very incomplete, but I got enough of the wind to favor runway 7. In the morning, that's pretty normal here. So we're going to do a very careful run up and then go up in the air and check out this right engine. All right, here goes a mag check for the right engine. 1700 RPMs, alternator check, mags. And that's an acceptable drop. And the next one. That's an acceptable drop, all 4 back on, and a prop check. Okay, ground check's good. Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 331 in Quebec, about to take runway 7 for a left downwind departure. Aircraft that was on the approach into 7, what's your position now?
Cirrus 90 Charlie Delta is on about a 2-mile final for 07.
Okay, we'll take the runway then. Break, Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 in Quebec, taking runway 7, left downwind departure. We'll be looking out for the Cirrus. Okay, you have to treat a maintenance flight just like a regular flight. All the checklists, everything, time, transponder, traffic, DG. Okay, boost pumps on, full power. Pay close attention to the right engine. Brakes on. Everything looks good, sounds good. Let's do a high-speed mag check. That's good. And we launched. The batteries in my headset are going bad. This is not the time to change them. Okay, we're looking for 100, 60, 80, 90. There was 100. Let it fly off the runway. Tap the brakes. Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 in Quebec, upwind. Runway 7, going to depart the air on a left crosswind, Auburn. I'll give the wife the batteries to replace on my headset.
Charlie Delta is on a half-mile final, full stop, Joseph.
One more try to see if they stay on. Nope. Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 in Quebec, left crosswind to the downwind, runway 7, departing area to the west, Auburn. Change your money.
Oh, you want me to now?
Right here.
I thought I just did.
I'm looking for that Cirrus on final. And Cirrus on final, we're giving a wide downwind for runway 7 out, entering the left downwind. Let's keep the climb going. Thank you very much for putting those batteries in.
Okay. All right.
I'm at 3,000. He's got to be close to... I don't want to cross the approach until he is. And Cirrus, one more check on your position in Auburn.
Cirrus is clear at 07 in Auburn.
Okay, we'll cross over the approach now. Wasn't sure if you were going to break off or whatever. So, have a good day.
You too, thanks.
Okay, let's talk to departure. Departure, good morning, Twin Cessna 3318Q off Auburn, westbound, VFR request.
N3318 Quebec, NorCal, post, go ahead.
Morning, Quebec. I want a little maintenance run. I want to loiter between Auburn and Lincoln, and would appreciate some VFR flight following.
N1 Quebec, Roger. The type aircraft again?
Morning, Quebec. Twin Cessna Skynight 320 slant India.
Never 18 Quebec, squawk 0366.
0366, morning, Quebec.
N1 Quebec is radar contact 3 miles to the west via Auburn Airport. Altimeter is 29901.
Morning, Quebec, Roger. We're going to be at 4,500 here.
N1 Quebec, Roger.
All right, so for the maintenance flight, like I told the controller, we're just going to loiter between here and Lincoln. Reason being, I want to be near an airport just in case. So I'm going to be also doing a little video
Opinion 51, turn right heading 060.
on my iPhone, so you'll hear
060.
double where we're going fast past Lincoln. There it is over there. Okay, let's start. All right, so we're got the fuel flow at 19.8 on the left engine. Let's bring it back to 17.5. There's 17.4. That's too much. 16.6. That's 17.3. And that's showing cylinder head temperature here. EGT there. Now for the right engine that's been giving us the trouble. Let's take it back to 17.5. Very small increments here. Just kind of tap it like this. There's 18. Let's go a little leaner since we've been having the problems. There's 17.8. EGT's much better. 1548. It was 1494 before. And you can see the GPS is not shaking. So let's continue for a bit. So here we're doing 186 knots, and we're 16 miles from Auburn. We just passed over Lincoln. I'm gonna go out a little bit here. I'm looking down. We're getting near the airspace for Sacramento. No, we're above it now at 4,500. Let's make sure. Okay, I want to come back, just double checking that at this altitude we're okay with international's airspace. Thank you. All right, just never hurts to make sure. You don't want to bust some altitude. I mean some airspace. You got to be at the right altitude. I think this is maybe Highway 65. What turn? No, it's some other goofy highway that turns like that. What is that one going there? Is that 5? I should look. Yeah, it has to. It goes right past International. So that's 5. Okay.
This might be guarding the highway because there's a river.
All right, so we're in cruise here. Let's do a lean check.
Number 1 Quebec, how much further southwest?
1 Quebec, in about 1 minute, we're going to do a U-turn here.
Number 1 Quebec, Roger.
All right, so let's do a U-turn. How about a
34.
How about a autopilot check?
Compass 6034.
Let's take the autopilot and just change the heading bug to a 180 and see how the plane does it. Boom, right there. Just changed it. It's trying to figure out what to do, whether to go left or right. And it thinks it wants to go left. Let's do it this way. Let's go halfway to the right, and then once we start the turn, then put it back in. I believe there's an intercept angle that it won't do. So let's try 90 degrees first. I've never done this. So you're on the Virgin run. Boy, for your check ride, you can fake a 360 with this. Don't do that. And why not do a lean check while we're in the turn? So I'm watching the number 1 EGT, 1715, 1705. It peaked out at. Let's check it there. And we'll keep the turn going here. So 1705, let's enrichen it to 1630. And see where the, it's peaking out at 1712, 15, 16, 1720, 1725, 1730, 1730. So we'll go 1655 on the EGTs on the left engine and see what the fuel flow is. Yeah, there you go, 1650, and this fuel flow is 17.6. Okay, now for the culprit, the right engine. All right, let's do a lean test here. We're going back very slowly on the fuel.
Executive 680, descend and maintain 2000.
Jet 689 down.
1622.
9 traffic, 1 o'clock and 6 miles, Boeing 737, descend 2,700.
Okay, it's starting to, I can feel it starting to miss a little because we're starving it. 1624. 1632. So I called 1630. So we need 1555 for 75 degrees rich and see what we'd settle in at.
Executive 689, you said you had the Boeing in sight?
Affirmative, we have Southwest in sight.
Executive 688, roger.
All right, there's my 1555 and there's my 17.6. So we are on target. So I just did a lean test. This went to 1730 and I took it back to 1645, 43. This one went to 1620, took it to 1533. Here's our cylinder heads acting more normal, so I think it was all good. No shake. There's the view, and we're heading back. Okay, I want to come back, successful maintenance run. We're going to start cooling engines off and head back to Auburn.
Was that number 1 Quebec?
1 Quebec, roger.
1 Quebec, roger. Altitude discretion into Auburn.
1 Quebec. I will add some fuel here. Now we're heading back to Auburn. And we're going to start the descent. And let's double check the weather. Even though we just left a few minutes ago.
Auburn Municipal Airport, automated weather observation 1545 Zulu weather. Wind 120 at 4 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000 feet. Temperature missing. 2 point missing. Altimeter 2995 inches of mercury. Remarks, density altitude missing.
Yeah, that's missing like a bunch of teeth. From, I won't say it. You pick your place. So there's Lincoln Airport. We're at Beam Lincoln Airport now. And we're heading a beeline for Auburn. I have Auburn in sight. We're going to kind of head a little bit more to the east so we can pick up the 45. We're not going to do a straight in or... Actually, we're on 7, so we got to go this side for 7. Auburn traffic, disregard. I forgot what channel I was on.
1 Quebec, traffic 11 o'clock and 6 miles off the direction. Altitude indicates 2,900.
1 Quebec, looking for the traffic. All right, traffic out here, 2,900. Smells like he's going into Auburn also. Don't think he's talking to him.
Well, Quebec, no joy on that traffic. We'll stop at 3,500.
So I'm going to stop. He last reported them indicating 2,900, indicating, not confirmed. So we're going to stop at 3,500. Don't know if he's climbing or descending, but don't want to meet up with him midair.
Takeoff approach, Cirrus 89423, level 10,500.
Cirrus 89423, NorCal approach, Sacramento International, altimeter 29901, destination.
29901, and we're going to San Carlos, Cirrus 423.
Cirrus 423, roger. Sunset 18 Quebec, traffic no factor.
1 Quebec, roger, and we can take a frequency change.
Sunset 18 Quebec, roger, as far as VFR, frequency change approved, have a good day.
1 Quebec, thanks for your help, so long.
Okay, so we're going to go to Auburn now.
Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 331 in Quebec, 7 miles west, going to enter a 45 for left traffic, runway 7, Auburn, full stop.
All right, so we're pretty much down to, what do you see, hon?
That fire over there?
I don't think so. It's not going up far enough.
There's a canyon.
All right, so we're at our approach settings. We just got to get down to 2,500. The wife's on the fire watch duty, unofficially. So I'm very happy with the performance here. Not an inch, not a wiggle, not a waggle. Temperatures came up like they're supposed to. And that's good because our friends are going to Monterey with us in a couple weeks, and they'd be happy to know that things are working out fine.
Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 in Quebec, turning on a 6 mile left 45 for runway 7, Auburn, full stop.
No kidney stones.
Yeah, kidney stones is a good way to explain having something in the injectors. It's a very scientific way of checking for clogs in the injectors. You take them up, you take them off, hold them up to the sky. You see something in there, you blow on it, you stick something in there to knock it out, put it back. This plane has mechanical fuel injection. Most of these aircraft, for redundancy, don't use electronic equipment because it's too easily to fail. If your car loses a crankshaft position sensor or a module, you just, pull over to the side. Not here.
Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 in Quebec, left 45 for runway 7, 4 miles out, 2,500, full stop, Auburn.
But nobody in the pattern today. Did see a Citation jet and Baron take off on 2-5. So we're barely favoring runway 7, but that's what we're going to land on. And our temperatures are way cool, below 300. They're Fonzie cool. That's how cool they are. Okay, gumps, gas, uncarried mixer prop speed. Got the fuel pumps, just turned them on. And we're going to put notch of flaps in. The wife feels a little vibration.
Yeah, left downwind to the west.
Say that last call again.
Cessna 5 for Golf, we're departing 7. We're going to do a left downwind to the west, and you're coming in on the 45. I got you right now.
Yep, that's me on 2 mile 45.
There is a reason why, straight in, there's a guy about to take off. So the wife says, hey, it's a vibration. Yeah, it's too rich. That's a characteristic of this plane. Sometimes you got to pull, it's too rich, you got to pull them back. It's done that since I had the plane for 23 years.
Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 Quebec, turning left downwind, runway 7, Auburn, full stop.
He's on the roll, so he's going to be out of our way. I can see him on the runway.
And Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 Quebec on the downwind and beam the numbers, runway 7, left traffic, full stop, Auburn.
Okay, gas check, undercarriage. We can put the gear down now. We're in gear speed. I'm watching it in the mirror. I see a wheel. I feel the mains, and I have a green light. Gas undercarriage, mixtures, props. Let's go full flaps.
Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 Quebec, turning left base over Highway 49, runway 7, Auburn, full stop.
Everything looks good. We're a little slow. We'll put the nose down a little bit more. Square off the base. And turn on 7.
Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 Quebec, turning final, runway 7, Auburn, full stop.
Okay, we got full flaps, gas undercarriage, mixture props. And we're a little high. Okay, it's an uphill runway. I like to flare over the runway and let the runway come up to you. Feel a little bit of the wind coming. Not much. There's the upwind traffic.
And Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 Quebec, short final, runway 7, full stop, Auburn.
See the red and white? That means we're on the slope. Bazzy, Pappy, slope indicator, helicopter over the taxiway. I think that's Dave in there. That was not a greaser. I was looking at the helicopter and I kind of flared late. Oh well.
Auburn traffic, system 5 for Golf Tunnel, left downwind 7, starting the area to the west.
Dave, is that you in a helicopter?
Say again for the helicopter?
We're just going to exit Charlie when you're clear.
Yeah, no problem, Jerry. I'll just move on over to the east here for you real quick.
Appreciate that. Go get my spot. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too, Jerry. Have a good one.
Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 1 Quebec, cleared of runway 7, going to park in Auburn.
Okay, that was a successful test flight, maintenance flight. So let's put the bird back in its spot. Something I learned yesterday is every annual my brake calipers leak, and Ash at the shop asked me if I leave my emergency brake on when I'm parked. And I said, yeah, Auburn is uphill. Not, we're going to roll backwards. And he said, well, set the chocks, and then take it off. That's why your calipers are leaking. So, thanks for riding along.